Welcome back to another park review. Today, I'll be talking about the first park I visited while I was in California, Pacific Park in Santa Monica, California. To start off, this park looks really nice. I really like the way they placed all the rides. West Coaster looks awesome. Their Ferris wheel looked amazing. And to top it all off, it's right next to the ocean. It really looks beautiful. It's right on the Santa Monica Pier. It's just a very photogenic place. And at night, the place looks even cooler. All the rides have a sweet light package. Their Ferris wheel puts on a cool little light show every once in a while. West Coaster has a nice light package. It's just, wow, this is probably one of the nicest looking boardwalk parks I have ever seen. Now, I only spent about 2 hours at this park, but I spent those 2 hours like a couple hours before the park closed, from 7 to 9. And just based off of those 2 hours, I was really impressed with this park. I really like this place. All right, so yeah, that's just like my first impression on the park when I walked in. The price to get in, it's actually a free admission park. I think it's the only free admission park in the state of California, which is pretty cool, I guess. But you really only pay per ride, or you can get a wristband for $35 that'll let you get on all the rides except for the gyro loop, which, let me just say, that was probably my favorite ride in the whole park. That thing is just nuts. But if you want to ride it, it is an upcharge, and it costs about $8 to do it. So I get that not everyone's going to want to pay the $8 to do it, but I'd say it's worth it. It really is an amazing ride. And that's another thing I want to talk about this park. The rides. The rides here are so cool and quirky. They have this tilt-a-whirl ride themed to sharks. It is so cool. And of course, I talked to you about the gyro loop already. They have a drop tower here called Pacific Plunge by Moser. That thing was pretty interesting. And of course, you have the Pacific Wheel, their Ferris wheel, and probably the most famous ride in the whole park, Santa Monica West Coaster. This ride, Santa Monica West Coaster, it was kind of meh. I mean, it wasn't bad by any means. It just didn't really do anything for me. If you want a coaster review on this, just put it in the comments and I might review it. But for now, I'm not really planning on one. But yeah, I rode every single ride at this park, including the kiddie rides, except for the Sea Dragon, which is their swinging ship ride, because that was closed when I went. This park also has a really cool bumper boat style ride. I did that and I loved it. And then they also have this really weird looking arcade place near the Sea Swing, which I don't even know what to think about that because I didn't go inside of it. But it looked kind of cool, I guess. And there's also a couple other Midway games around the park, which I didn't do any of them because I'm not really a big fan of Midway games. But yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, they do have them here. And also in the middle of the final helixes on West Coaster, they have a Scrambler, which I am a big fan of Pacific Park Scrambler. And also, this isn't a ride, but I thought it was kind of cool. Right when you walk into the park from the main entrance, they have this little pipe jutting up from the center of the main midway. And when you look down it, you can actually see the ocean. It is so cool. It's just there. I thought it was kind of neat. So that's pretty much the attractions you can expect to find at Pacific Park. Now, they do have a couple restaurants here. I only ate at Wetzel's Pretzels, and I had a Wetzel dog. It was fine. It wasn't the best. I don't really know what the other food at Pacific Park tastes like because that's all I had. But based off of that, I'm going to assume it's just like normal theme park food. It's really nothing to shout at. But, it's not the worst thing on earth. So my final thoughts on this park are that it is really amazing. The park is really colorful and vibrant at night, and it's definitely worth it to come down here for a couple hours. Just don't go in expecting it to be like a Six Flags or a Cedar Fair park. Just expect it to be like a small little park with a couple rides and a roller coaster. And that's pretty much Pacific Park in Santa Monica, California. Let me know your thoughts on this park in the comments below. Have you been to this park? Do you want to go to this park? Have you seen this park in Grand Theft Auto? Let me know all about it, and I'll see you guys next time.